exclusively in our YouTube channel. I'm going to say some bit different way to solve a physics problem. Really, I don't know how to find magnitude as one. Definitely, I want to feel this. I will help you to know. That is, B cos theta is okay. But here only you should get B sin theta. How we are writing in opposite side? Because see, the opposite side is also the parallel thing, right? Definitely, you can write here also B sin. Small thing I'm making your clarity because you should understand. Thing which is very special. This thing now definitely I will going to apply in next chapter like electric field, gravitational. You are going to use it. This thing definitely should by heart. Finally, you are going to the vector. It is very important to know. If you see, most of them will say vector means sir, very simple, sir. I don't know everything. Vector, scalar, and all very simple. If you see, vector means they will have magnitude and direction that you may know. Scalar means magnitude. Not this you should know. The law for vector is simple, that is triangle law of vector addition. Very important to know. Here it's nothing a big formula here. This normally whatever you are doing, that is scalar addition. It is a simple thing, definitely you may know. Simple algebraic addition. Mostly they will say simple algebraic addition. I will say scalar addition, it's okay. So the things we should know vector is, I am going to ask some questions. That is, I say vector means many of them will think that vector means velocity, speed. Yeah, if I ask you speed is a vector, no, speed is not a vector. One more thing I will say, ask acceleration, this is a vector. Force, vector. If I suddenly say work done, work done vector, sir? No, it's not a vector, it's scalar. So what are the things I said? Speed, work done and all, it's not a vector. Suddenly if I say current, sir, current, they flows in very particular direction, sir. So current is a very important thing, that is, it is a vector. No, it is a wrong answer. It's not a vector. Current is a scalar thing. One more thing is, sir, current density. So current itself, it's not a vector. So scalar will be vector density. Plus current density, that is current density is scalar. You may think density is not a scalar, it is also a vector. So these are the things I said for you examply. If you think, definitely you may know many things which is scalar, vector and all. So definitely you will get. Let's say for more example, I will give you like kinetic energy also, potential energy, like etc. Many things are there. If you want, comment in the comment section, scalar, physical, scalar quantities and vector quantities, what are things you know. First, presentation. Vector, first thing you should know is how the vectors we are writing it. Many of them may know, many of them they will teach in institute and all, but they will not teach in very elaborate way. They will not see exact thing what is actually happening here. That is, vector means many of them will know A vector is equal to A. That is, here it is a unit vector. Unit vector does not means they will not have a unit, so no unit present, but it gives direction and magnitude as 1. Sir, magnitude 1. Sir, how I can find it as magnitude 1? Sir, really I don't know how to find magnitude as 1. Definitely I want to feel this. I will help you to know. That is, if I take example of this, R is equal to I cap j cap plus 2k cap. If I want to find the magnitude, definitely what you do is just take the magnitude like 1 square plus again 2 square you should take and make a whole bracket and you will get the magnitude. Everybody know, right? Magnitude is this is the way you should find it. For unit vector, what you should do is write the equation of that R vector here and divided by the magnitude. Simple. We'll get the unit vector. So this is the way you should write a unit vector. That's all. If they add suddenly also in this thing, if you see, if you want to say one thing here, I want to say one thing is unit vector, not just to say that unit vector has magnitude, this, that, they will give direction. If you see here A is showing the magnitude, here it is the direction. Here A is showing the magnitude, here A vector is showing the direction. This thing you should definitely know. For direction, if you see, most of them will ask direction to find. For that, definitely what you should do is find the unit vector. So it is very important to know unit vector, because sometimes they will give another axis on us and they will try to multiply it, and dividing the magnitude definitely will get the actual angle with the x-axis and all. It's very important to know. And I will say. So these are the things you should know. I said forgot to say this. Here many of them may think that, so how the R unit vector magnitude is 1. Nothing you should do. What you should do is, what are the thing I wrote here, right? You see here I wrote the same thing in similar way. I have take the root 6 as a common and I have wrote here. What you should do, again what you should do is, again take the magnitude of it, like 1 square, 1 square, 2 square, what happens? Root 6. Root 6 cancel. Always it is equal to 1. Simple. So actually the magnitude is, that is 1. That you can easily find, right? So it is very important to know how the root magnitude of the unit vector as 1. Components of vector are going to see, it is very simple. I will say component vector are nothing but, if you see, if I give a particularly a vector here, you see it is the x-axis, right? And this is the y-axis. So see, I will mention it as x-axis, y-axis. So I will say here to mention it fx, here it is fy, right? Whenever may have a confusion like such a way, I will take example also here. What happens is, many of them will try to confuse it. That is, what they will do is try to make an angle like this. They take a force like here. What is here f-axis and what is here y? The angle which is made by the vector of fx, that is with the actual vector component, that exact the point which is touching the angle, that vector is called fx. That is, we'll say it as f cos theta. Cos theta is to come only when the component which touches the angle. Here fy is f sin theta. Then what we should write is fx means f cos theta, here f sin theta. So it is very simple, right? So now what I'm going to do is take the theta here, and I will write here as fy. What I'm going to do now is fx is equal to f sin theta, and here it is fx is equal to f cos theta. Whether it's right or wrong, you may know. It is actually not a correct answer, it is a wrong answer, because many of them already have asked a confusion. Many of them have done a mistake in a also like this. They are asked in different way. They have got a different answer by changing the component, taking angle in different way. So here what happens is, here they will get an answer such a way. Fy is f cos theta, here fx is f sin theta. So just see the angle which is along the component. Final result, and if you see, if anything which makes a theta 90 degree, definitely what you will do is, many of them may have in such a way that if it is such a way, f is equal to 9, for this perpendicular, definitely we should write this. The actual meaning of it is, directly we can't do like f is equal to fx plus fy. The reason is, the component which is in x-axis, we should add only with x-axis. Y-axis, we should add only in y-axis. We can't able to mix it up. Then vector addition, trial normal addition is very, very important. I'm going to visualize in different way. This HTstar field you are going to get different issues. Thing is, many of them I think such a way that this formula came such a way that I wrote here, right? Use the R vector a plus b vector. I have got, simply by doing this, I have got this answer. By multiplying both and I have got the answer. It is actually wrong. If you see, here they have used theta, here they have used alpha. How I can take alpha as theta? It is wrong. So actually it is came only, one more thing I should say, if you want to use this, it is for only for right angle. Triangle only we should use. But here it is not right angle, right? Because here I wrote like this, not like this. It is I didn't take this one. I have taken this one and made like this. But definitely you can't use it. The thing how it came is, I am going to explain now. Just draw like this and make, what I should do is take the component as theta here, the component which is making angle with that, what you should do? B cos theta, B sin theta. Simple, right? Because if you see many of them, I get it out. Theta means B sin theta. You have okay, sir. Sorry. B cos theta is okay. But here only you should get B sin theta. How we are writing in opposite side? Because see, the opposite side is also the parallel thing, right? Definitely you can write here also B sin. Small thing I am making your clarity because you should understand. Finally, if you see, what you can write here is B sin theta. Here not just writing the A vector. You should write A plus B cos theta. To solve here, I am going to solve and show because many of them may not know that how actually it came, same formula as came here. Then R is equal to taking A plus B cos theta square plus B sin theta square. What you will get is A square plus B square theta plus 2AB cos theta. And you will get B square sin theta, right? Now only actually many of them will not understand it. That is, you see, what you should do is this one and this one. That is, this one, what you should take common. You take it as common. B square is equal to cos theta square plus sin theta square. That is, whenever you take sin theta square plus cos theta square, it will be equal to 1, right? So find what you will get is this formula. You will get it as answer like this. Simple thing. This is the actual meaning of it. One more thing, somebody will ask tan alpha x. Alpha, which is opposite, is B sin theta, and base should write. That is, I'll write and show you. B sin theta plus A plus B cos theta. That's all. So here I am going to do a little bit aware how to use the formula without using formula, how we can easily make an answer. How to get an answer which is without using formula, I will say. When I suddenly say theta is 0, here theta is 90, theta is 180. Simple thing. Theta is 90, 0. Don't take this here, put theta here 0 and find the answer. It is very, very easy. Because if I take a component A here and same theta 0 means everything is very parallel. This making component which is making the two vectors are in same axis, right? This is in same axis. Therefore, we can easily add, right? No, do not use formula. That is, R is equal to A plus B. Simple. But this is in opposite way, 180. R is equal to A minus B. Simple. R is equal to A minus B. Simple. If it is 90 degree like this, we can't able to add. What we should do? We take the square both side and A plus A square plus B square and whole root of. R is equal to A square plus B square whole square. This thing is a very simple thing, but you should understand very well. Finally, vector addition. You see, already before we have solved that. Now what you will do is A vector, here it is a B vector, right? Actually, we will take a theta like this. If I didn't take the theta like this, what I am going to do is, I am just taking the theta here, B. Here it is 180 minus theta, right? 180 minus theta if I take. How to get the formula when I am using like this? That is minus B, I will say, minus B vector. Opposite to B, that is the minus B shows that it is a negative vector. That is, if you use this formula, nothing to do. Just put this value, theta, this value here. Take this theta and put it as 180 minus theta. Definitely will get the answer. If you want, you can use the formula of mine also that I have taught you before. That is trigonometry function. That is how to use this. This is the thing I have said, very, very important. HTstar field, I said, right? What are the things you should know necessarily? If you use it, definitely you will get the answer. If you get the answer, type in the comment. I wrote the correct formula of vector subtraction. Vector subtraction will get the formula same thing. So, between the formula, definitely you should know vector subtraction formula. This is how we got. Now we are going to the HTstar, which is very important. I will say this is the thing which is very special. This thing now definitely I will going to apply in the next chapter, like electric field, gravitational. We are going to use it. This thing definitely should by heart. You should say such a way that HTstar has said something which is very, very important. You should remember every time. Like that field you should get, definitely you should remember it. Very, very important.
HTstar general, who you know comparable.